Wait, what is the person even talking about? Let me turn the volume up. Now I can finally relax. Has this ever happened to you? When you have good sound, it means you have a good time. That's why today we want to talk about the Sonos home theater system. So what will we be talking about? We'll be talking about every component of the Sonos home theater system, from soundbars to subs and the surround speakers as well. But first, why Sonos? There are so many soundbars in the industry currently, and each has its own thing. There are two main reasons. First is the convenience of a Sonos home theater. Sonos is completely wireless. No mess at all. That's because every component connects easily and seamlessly over Wi-Fi. Second is modular. Sonos is like a building blocks set. You can get one and get the rest later, or you can mix and match. So you can get a Beam Gen 2 with an Era 100, or maybe you want to get an Era 300. Both works. So in the soundbar category, the first soundbar that we have is actually our flagship soundbar, the Sonos Arc Ultra. It has a whopping 14 drivers in total, 5 front-facing, 4 side-firing, 4 upwards firing. It also has one subwoofer unit using the Sound Motion technology. Usually the soundbars don't have a subwoofer because of how bulky the drivers can be. But the Arc Ultra contains the Sound Motion technology, and with it, they are able to create a sleek sub-unit within the soundbar itself, creating more bass in less space. The Arc Ultra has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and HDMI connectivity. Wi-Fi means you can use your Sonos app, Spotify Play, and even AirPlay too. Next up, we have the Beam. On paper, it might seem like the Beam has much less potential than an Arc Ultra. It has 5 drivers compared to the Arc Ultra's 14 drivers. You're still able to play Dolby Atmos content with it. And the music that you get with it is just as crystal clear. It has Wi-Fi and HDMI connectivity. And lastly, we have the Ray. The Ray is the smallest soundbar from Sonos. It is perfect for a small little cozy room like your bedroom. It has Wi-Fi and optical connectivity. For soundbars, these are what you can adjust on the Sonos app. You can adjust the EQ, speech enhancement, and night sound. But sometimes, you don't just want to watch a movie, you want to feel a movie. And that's where you can add a sub to your home theater system. Sonos has 2 subs. First, it is the Sub 4. Released in 2024, the same time as the Arc Ultra. Compared to the Sub 3, it has deeper bass. You feel it more in your chest. It also has a matte surface, which makes it easier for cleaning. You can use it for big spaces like your living room, or you can use it in any space. And the fun fact about this is that you can lie it upright or even lay it on its side. One special feature about the Sub 4 is that you can actually have 2 subs for your sound bars. So you're not just limited to one subwoofer, but you can have dual sub. Other than the Sub 4, you also have the Sub Mini. It is very suitable for smaller rooms, smaller living space, or even for your bedroom. Or if you don't want deep bass and you just want a little more clarity in your bass, you can go for the Sub Mini. In simple terms, Sub 4 is the bass that you can feel, and Sub Mini is the bass that you can hear. For both subs, they have dual force cancelling drivers. Means there's no rumbling or floor shakes when you turn on a subwoofer. For both subs, here's what you can expect with the Sonos app. There's wireless connectivity, which means you can connect via Wi-Fi. You can adjust the sub level, which means you can personalize the sub level to your liking. And there is also phase control from 0 degrees to 180 degrees. But sound is not just what's in front of you. Sonos promises that you can feel sound all around. So that means up, down, left, right. And to enhance your home listening experience, you need surround speakers. First, it is the Era 300. Era 300 has front-firing drivers, side-firing drivers, and upward-firing drivers. You can hear sound on your left and on your right, but also above you. There is also the Era 100. Era 100 has both forward-firing and side-firing drivers. So it may not have the same upward-firing drivers that the Era 300 has, But don't worry, the sound is just as crystal clear. It really boils down to what type of sound you like. For both of these surround speakers, they can be used separately as a home speaker, or you can pair them up as your surround speakers for your soundbar. Set it up in the Sonos app as surrounds, or remove them from the group and use it as home music speakers. For the surrounds, here's what you can expect with the Sonos app. You can adjust the surrounds levels for both TV and music. And you can switch between full mode or ambient mode to decide how you want your listening experience to be like. And that's all for Sonos home theater system. See you next time!